What's up, guys? Back at it. It's C's Corner. Wednesday, April 1st. April Fool's Day. But we ain't joking. The boss, Bruce Springsteen. Blue chip stock day. If you don't know what blue chip stock means, check out last Wednesday's episode where I covered Queen and I covered the Dow Jones. Blue chip stock, just for a quick reminder, is a go-to stock. So last week I started with the trend of a go-to artist to listen to. So last week I listened to Queen. Now I'm listening to Bruce Springsteen. Definitely, I love Bruce. Listened to him since I was a little kid growing up in Jersey. So shout out New Jersey. But today I decided to talk about blue chip stock. I decided to talk about Pfizer. I did a lot of research on this, so hopefully it's what you're looking for with the who, what, when, where, why, how, whatever, all those questions. So Pfizer. But oh yeah, before I dive into it, let's check see how the market was yesterday. Dow Jones down 1.84%. S&P 500 was down 1.60%. So hopefully you're noticing a trend with these two indexes. Pfizer. Pfizer is one of the world's largest pharmaceutical companies. They develop and produce medicines and vaccines. If you're a medicine buff or like keeping up with the healthcare industry, you've definitely heard of Pfizer before. But they are responsible for creating Lipitor, which is lowers blood cholesterol. Lyrica, it's for neuropathic pain and for fibromyalgia. Prevnar, it is the pneumonia vaccine. So yeah, of course, everyone knows that. But then there's two products that I think we all might know of, Advil and Robitussin. So yeah, that's Pfizer. I mean, they have a lot of other stuff. If you want, go look up all their products. Tell me how many there are in total. Yeah, so Pfizer. It's been part of the Dow Jones Index since 2004. On April 8th, 2004, American International Group Incorporated, word mouthful right there, Verizon Communications, or just Verizon, and Pfizer Inc. It replaced AT&T Corporation, Eastman Kodak Company, or simply known as Kodak, right? And International Paper Company. Sorry, Dunder Mifflin. First question, you gotta do a little bit of research. Why did American International Group Incorporated, or I'll call them AIGI, Verizon and Pfizer replace AT&T, Kodak, and International Paper Company in the Dow Jones? Right? If we remember what the Dow Jones is, it is stocks that are in 10 of the sectors of the stock market. And it's supposed to be the bigger companies in the stock, in each sector. So, healthcare sector accounts for $5 trillion of market cap. Mr. C, what is market cap? I'm going to teach you something right now. Hold on. According to Investopedia, yes, I wanted to make sure I gave you a good definition. Market capitalization, or market cap, refers to the total dollar market value of a company's outstanding shares of stock. Let me repeat that. It refers to the total dollar market value of a company's outstanding shares of stock, or it's the total amount of shares multiplied by the stock price. So, I'll give you an example. If ABC Co. had 100 shares and each share was $10, what would the market cap be? So I take 100 shares and I times it by 10 and I get 1,000. Very good. So its market share would be $1,000. So if the market cap for the healthcare sector is $5 trillion, what's the market cap for Pfizer? Don't worry, I got you. But first, before I go into Pfizer's market cap, let me tell you a little bit more about the healthcare. Healthcare has multiple subsectors, like biotechnology, equipment supplies, etc. Pfizer is in the pharmaceutical sector, and that sector alone accounts for a market cap of $2.2 trillion. So I have healthcare, which is $5 trillion, and all these different subsectors. But of that $5 trillion, $2.2 trillion, or roughly 40% of it, comes from pharmaceuticals. which includes Pfizer. But don't worry, hold on, we're getting to Pfizer's market cap. It's coming up right now. Pfizer's biggest competition, though, in the pharmaceutical sector of the healthcare industry, Johnson & Johnson and Merck & Co. So J&J and MRK, if you're wondering. J&J's market cap is $345 billion. $345 billion. Yes, I'm not wrong. I looked this all up. Merck & Co. has a market cap of $193 billion. And Pfizer has a market cap of $181 billion. So, it's definitely a huge company. We're talking about billions of dollars. But just want to put a little thing out there is market cap isn't the only indicator to look at valuation of a company or a stock price. But anyway, with that side note, so we have these market cap numbers, right? 345 for J&J, 193 for Merck, and 181 for Pfizer. So what do you think sets Pfizer, this is your second question, what do you think sets Pfizer apart from its competition? How can it continue to compete in this pharmaceutical sector? All right. So if you notice what I'm doing, I started off at Pfizer. I did a really wide way of talking about Pfizer, and now I'm funneling my way in, and now I'm just going to be talking about Pfizer. I'm not going to be talking about its competition or its sector. But Pfizer, its annual revenue of, in 2019, had an annual revenue of $51.8 billion. It's a lot. Current stock price. Look it up this morning. It is true. Market is not open yet. $32.64. Its 52-week high was $44.56. So 52 weeks, right, in a year. So it's since in a year, 365 days, its high was $44.56, and its low is $27.88, and that was recently because of what's going on and everything's going on right now. If we eliminate the first quarter or the first 3 months, whenever this COVID-19 situation was going on, if we eliminate that 3 months of stock price of fluctuation of Pfizer, its 52-week low then would be $34. So look at that range of $44 and $34. Not a lot of big, big fluctuations in the stock price. Pretty good. They also issue a dividend. I can cover dividends next week. Let me know if you want me to do that. And the last thing I'm going to talk about Pfizer is news. It's got some bad news and some good news. Some bad news, not really like awful news, but it had a merger with Milan. It's going to get pushed back because of the COVID-19 situation that we have going on. So that's the bad news. Not bad news. Don't worry. Good news. Partnering with BioNTech to develop a COVID-19 vaccine. Awesome. Great to hear that these pharmaceutical companies are partnering together or collaborating with other companies to come up with a cure to COVID-19. Yeah, that's Pfizer. I want to hear your feedback. I'm going to be doing this every week, so if there's any other information you want to know from some of these blue chip stocks, let me know. But we're gonna end it with one of Bruce's all-time Hungry Heart. See you next week with these blue chip stocks. I'll see you tomorrow, though. We are going to continue with our lessons. Yeah, Mr. C out. Look up Bruce Springsteen.